When using APA 7th edition, you will discover that there are some changes, and I want to point out some of those changes in a number of short little videos. First of all, there is no need to capitalize the name of a um, procedure, the name of a questionnaire that is now against the rules. You capitalize when you're using proper names. So if you're using the name of a disease or disorder that is named after someone, let's say Alzheimer's disease, then Alzheimer's would, the A would be capitalized, but the D in disease would not. So when we're talking here about professional quality of life scale, a questionnaire or a scale, the tools you use do not need to be capitalized. They should not be. Compassion satisfaction and compassion fatigue, two ends of the same scale, usually. Um, Again, those do not need to be capitalized. They should not be capitalized. Burnout, secondary traumatic stress function. Secondary traumatic has no need to be. So we want to change those. I'm pointing this out so that it is easier for you to go in and make the changes. Some of the changes can easily be made by doing something that you know that you've used, such as the name of the scale, the professional quality of life. You can type in scale, Control F or Command F, depending on if you're using a PC or a Mac. Command F if you're using a Mac. Type in scale, and it will find every place you've used it, and then you can correct it easily. Just put it, make it lowercase. Same for fatigue. Fatigue is not a word that is probably used throughout a writing, but may be only when you are referring to it as compassion fatigue. Now, the other thing is when you're using an acronym as STS, since this is the beginning of the sentence, yes, secondary, obviously, the S would be capitalized because of the beginning of the sentence. STS, acronyms stay capitalized. If you're talking about CDC, Center for Disease Control and Prevention, again, CDC would be capitalized. The first time you use an acronym, introduce it the way this is. In a title, this is up to between your professor, and if your professor says strictly follow APA, T and S would be lowercase. The professor overrides. So whoever your chair is, what can override the APA rule in almost every case. Your header, a lot of the layouts can be changed. And this is mentioned in the APA 7th edition manual for publication. That is it. It's in detail. It says this is up to you and your professor agreement. So that is all I have for the capitalization. I will be putting others up soon.